This amazing castle, which is nestled in the heart of central Scotland and stands as a testament to Scotland's medieval and rich history. The iconic structure, known for its blend of military and residential architecture, has captured the imagination of historians, filmmakers, and tourists alike. This castle was constructed in the late 14th century by Robert Stewart, Duke of Albany, a prominent and interesting figure in Scottish history, one that often reigned Scotland but never became king. Over the years, little has been added, so what we see today is mostly how it looked when it was first built. Robert Stewart, Duke of Albany, born 1340, died in 1420, was a dominant figure in the late medieval Scotland, effectively ruling the kingdom during the reigns of his father Robert II and brother Robert III. His influence grew as guardian of Scotland, overshadowing the monarchy and consolidating power through strategic alliances and ruthless actions, including the murder of his nephew David Stewart, Duke of Rothesay. Albany's governance prioritised his family dominance over national stability. He showed little interest in securing the release of his grandnephew, King James I, who was held captive in England, allowing him to retain control as regent. His military campaigns yielded mixed results, and his leadership, while maintaining order, failed to resolve long-standing conflicts with England and internal noble disputes. Upon Albany's death in 1420, his son Murdoch Stewart inherited his position but lacked his father's political skills. The return of James I in 1424 left Murdoch being found guilty for treason and executed, along with his two sons. His youngest son did in fact survive, James Stewart, also known as James the Fat. Why he was called that, I don't know, but he escaped to Ireland following the execution of his father and brothers. James remained in Ireland, unable to return, and died there in 1429. He was never able to inherit his father's titles. After the decline of the Albany Stuarts, the castle passed into royal hands and served as a retreat and hunting lodge for the Scottish monarchs. It was also used as a dower house, used by the widow consorts of James II, James III and James IV. It's also reported that in March 1500s, when James IV married Margaret Tudor, he gave the keeping of the castle and other lands to his mistress, Janet Kennedy. It's also reported that Mary, Queen of Scots, stayed at the castle on several occasions, and it's said that this is one of the many castles her ghost has been seen. During the Jacobite Rising of 1745, the castle was occupied by Bonnie Prince Charles and his Jacobite Highlanders. It has also been used as a prison for government troops during battles. Several prisoners held in the rooms above the kitchen escaped by knotting together bed sheets, climbing from the windows. This castle's design is a striking blend of functionality and elegance. Dominated by its imposing gatehouse tower, the castle showcases both defensive and residential features. The Great Hall, said to be one of the finest in Scotland, highlights the luxury lifestyle of the medieval elite, while the high walls and battlements underscores its military significance. By the 1800s, the castle was ruined, but restoration work was carried out in 1880s. Prior to its passing into state care in the 20th century, The stonework we see is almost all from the late 14th century. The restorations in the 1800s replaced the timber roofs and internal floors, as well as the interior fittings. I do find it so odd walking around these places thinking of the lives that came here before me. Not just the rich who owned these amazing buildings, but also the people who worked here and would have also called these places their home. I am sure there will be many people watching this and know this castle but by a different name, for this castle is a well-known filming location. For some will know this as Castle Leoch, the seat of Clan MacKenzie from the TV series Outlander. It was also used as a filming location for the cult classic Monty Python and the Holy Grail in 1975. Fans of the film often recognise the walls and interiors as the backdrop for various scenes, but that is not all, for the castle also appeared in the popular series Game of Thrones, standing in for Winterfell in the pilot's episode. These appearances have brought the castle to the attention of a global audience, transforming it into a must-visit destination for fans and history enthusiasts. This castle is now managed by Historic Environment of Scotland. The castle is open to visitors year-round. Guided tours and informative displays provide a detailed exploration of its history and architecture. The castle is a living monument to Scotland's medieval heritage and its enduring influence on culture. Whether you're a history buff, a film enthusiast, or simply someone seeking the charm of Scotland's countryside, a visit to this majestic fortress is sure to leave a lasting impression. Its walls may be centuries old, but the castle continues to tell stories that resonate across times and borders. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Whether you're a viewer, subscriber, Patreon supporter or channel member, your continued encouragement and generosity means the world to me and allows me to keep creating content we are passionate about. I couldn't do this without you, and I'm so grateful to have such an amazing community. Thank you for being part of this journey. And until the next time, stay safe.